Welcome in to Coach's Clips, where each week we take you from the stands into the film room and break down a play for the Bearcats' previous game. I'm Tommy Warhurst alongside Cullman head coach Trent Walker. Coach, we saw some things Friday night, celebrations around plays that we like seeing from the players.
In a game like that, we had a lot of plays we could have picked this week, but I want to show the ones that were big plays in the game, but also big team celebrations.
Yep, let's do it.
Let's dive in. All right, first clip here is going to be a defensive clip. Columbia's going to use a little shuffle motion here and X block, just like we've shown our offense doing some on the perimeter. All right, what's neat about this play is I've never had a corner get credit for a safety on something like this on a run play. So we're getting a crack block here. Kendra Dye recognizes the crack block. He's allowed then to trigger. You're going to see him fly up here, Jack Cabry chasing it, and get a safety in the end zone. We'll go to sideline shot. A couple things I want to show you here. So not only does he make a good play, watch how physical this tackle is into the end zone, but more importantly, what we're working on, look at the celebration of his teammates. Every man in white headed over to celebrate. His buddy Chance is going to catch him later, but you can see the energy and excitement is there on the defense. All right, what you're going to see here is a 2-point conversion. We'll show play action and throw this ball out to Jack Cabry. But again, what I'm really wanting to focus on is not only the execution of the play. Colt gives a great fake here. Offensive line's doing a good job of selling the run. Is the celebration. You see, here's a senior. Was a kind of a tight end type guy, defensive end that we move mostly just to defensive end. Here's celebrating the game, and two guys excited for his success. And not only them, I'll speed this up a little bit. You're going to see the whole team come to celebrate a senior, who's been there, persevered through all this season we've had. Everybody's getting love up on him. He's got his helmet's almost coming off. Coach Hop's getting a dad in there. So that's what we've created here inside our program. So I just showed you two seniors having success, but now I want to show you a freshman having some success as well as a lot of things happen around here. So this is going to be John Luke Witcher who catches this ball. And he's going to rumble bumble in here and score his touchdown here. But when I go back, I'll talk about a couple things that happened here. One, great fake by Colt Calvert. Again, his fakes were very intentional this week. What you're going to see here is Brooks Lofton has a chance right here to make a blindside block, but ultimately he knows if he takes this guy and hits him very physical, he might get a penalty here. Someone said he just gets enough to get him on by. Rewind it again. You're going to see Colby Holt run his outside fade release. All right, he recognizes that John Luke has his ball. And again, if you ever played the game, this intentional effort he makes to go around his man and make this block. All right, would you really challenge him in his down the field blocking this week? And he answered. He stays on him here, and allows John Luke eventually to get in. Nelson Hollingsworth, who's going to be over here on the right side of your screen, even he, again, we talked about not watching the play as a freshman. He even gets this last seal block to let John Luke fall in. But then watch this team respond. John Luke's first ever varsity touchdown. And you see it from the sideline shot here. You can watch Colt right here, this fake. His eyes, his hand, he sells it. He's handed that ball off, freezes the defensive end just enough for him to get his eyes around, deliver a ball. Now this right here is all John Luke. Great stiff leg, spin move there. All right, but again, the blocking downfield allows him to score, but it's the celebration. All right, as a head coach, I'm the most proud of. Just the enthusiasm people are having for other people's success and not their own is just awesome to see. Then I love this right here. All right, always the professional, always the pro. He scores a touchdown, and he's going to hand the ball back to the official. So, again, enthusiasm and joy for the game, but also doing the right thing by the game.
Hopefully, Coach will see some big celebrations like that. Friday night, last home game of the season. I know it's the third Saturday in October, but we need you here Friday night cheering on the Bearcats as we go for another region win against the Decatur Red Raiders in the last home game of the season. For Coach Trent Walker, I'm Tommy Warhurst. Thanks for watching Coach's Clips.
Go Bearcats.